Hey there, Jed Kobernusz here from JedKobernusz.com and Off the Cuff with Jed Kobernusz and Cody Skogstead. It's talk therapy. I had to say all that at the beginning because I love it. Those are the things that I love to do, love to be, and love to play with. And here I am doing talk therapy also, right? I love this piece. Just parts of my life, I guess, that I like to do. Hit record and just start talking. I kind of feel a cold coming on, and I think I know why, which is really fun because, eating crappy and drinking I had a beer, and that, it's crazy. As soon as you throw off your internal balance of what you usually do, that's when any kind of I don't know if you want to call it inaccuracy, or I don't really know what to call it, but vulnerability, there it is. Vulnerability sets in hard, right? I tried yesterday hooking up this lavalier microphone, and it sucked. So I have a talk therapy session from yesterday, but man, you can really, like, every movement. I mean, I wasn't even moving, but like my mouth moving made this thing just scratch, and it didn't realize it, and that's okay. So I don't know if I'll put that one out there, but it was a good one. As always, they are good to me, and whatever. But here I am today again, like, let's do this. What does this look like? I don't know, and I love that, and stuff like that. It's okay that we sit here and ponder what it all feels like and looks like and loves like. Like, it doesn't matter. There's so many things that we just stress about, and human and being human, and it's just so crazy to me that we even think that we can change the trajectory of our life within a thought, right? And let me break that down for my own self. Last night, I started watching this series, like a mentoring series, and in my existence, in my experience, in who I am, I'm like, okay, I got to get X, Y, and Z done before this can happen, or whatever, right? And this mentoring program, a friend of mine shared with me. I'm just like, no way. Okay, cool. Let's try this. And I've been against listening to this person for so long. I see him, and I'm like, his name's Russell Brunson, I think, and I'm like, man, no way, like, this just whatever, but I start listening, and I'm like, what now? No way. Okay. So basically, the awareness that is brought to me, it hit me where I'm like, okay, whatever this looks like, this is what's happening. What do I want? I think that's really what I'm getting at. Like, it was cool because what I want was the question, like, what do I want to do every single day? Or, like, what impact can I, like right now, I'm serving myself, right? But ultimately, I'm sharing it, I'm putting it out there, so I'm serving other people. And that's basically the premise of what I got from it. Like, there's other parts of what I was learning yesterday, but like, that was cool because what in a business, if you will, like, if you own your own business, and being an entrepreneur is really cool in this day and age, but I feel like I've always aspired to be an entrepreneur, like, start my own business and run it, but at the same time, not, because I've been too scared, right? And that's okay. I can legitimately say I've been too scared, and I'm okay with that. It's just growing into the person that I am today. That's the fun part. But so I learned, right? Like at that moment, okay, fine. Do the things, right? Like do the work. I've been doing the work on myself for years now. But now do the work as far as, on the business end of things, like actually follow and like mirror somebody who's already figured it out. And I feel like, oh no, I'm not going to do that because, I'm going to do it my way. I can figure it out for myself and do it, like the way that I want to do it. But that's not, it might work after a while, but like finally swallow your pride, if you will. Like really get past your own ego and get after it, right? And like do the steps necessary to do what you want. Like it's so crazy to me to think that I've been pushing for so long to do something different and profound when it's been sitting right in front of me this whole time, right? Like, what do I want to do? I think that's what I'm coming back to now. Last night I was thinking to myself, what do I want to do? And that was the fun part of it all. It was like, okay, well, I have this podcast with Cody and him and I really enjoy it. And what would that look like if we didn't have to work and we just did that? Well, that only is really 1 hour or 2 a week. And then you do some promotion on top of that. But like, what does that really do as far as a business and service? Could we go a few more times a week? Sure. Would we run out of content? Maybe. But that's just, that's fun for us. I don't think we're in the mindset to really do that solely yet. So that's still kind of growing. So, all right, there's that. So we'll leave that alone for a second and just hang. And then, okay, so I have the WODs. What would I do with the WODs? I can write a book. Right now, it's like, well, holy crap, right? Like I'm going to write a book. Well, I've already done it, right? Every single workout of the day, every single WOD has somewhat of a narrative to it. And there's 365 of those. So I could throw a book together, and start selling that. And I don't think I'd sell it for very much, maybe $27, something like that. And in ebook style for $19.99 and paperback for $27, whatever. And then put a funnel together for that. And then bring that into somewhat of a coaching service, right? Like then do coaching. Okay, so now that brings me to time constraint because I can only coach so many hours and so many clients a day, which is fine. Nope, it's not even fine. No, I don't like the word fine, which is great, right? Like charging X amount for coaching services and coaching, 6 clients a day or 6 sessions a day. That would get me to where, I can afford to be on my own. Awesome. Then what's the next level after that? I don't know. And I love that because I'm not even there. But if I were to just back up for a second and say, all right, what do I want, right? Who is the client? Who is my dream? Who are my dream clients? What am I serving, right? Like I'm serving coaching and what I do to people and what I experience. I think that's ultimately what I can do and serve at this moment, at this thought, at this understanding and awareness in life. And that's the fun part, is realizing that. So, I mean, I don't know. What can my business be? And I think I've gone through so many evolutions of it all. And that's okay. Like, I've evolved so many times. And I'm good with that. And I love that. Like, people would be like, well, what are you doing? I mean, I don't know. I love it. Like, I don't know, and I love it. Like, I truly love the unknown so much that I just change. And then the crazy part is, well, okay, you change so much. Do you even know who you are anymore? Do you even know what you want anymore? The short answer is no. And I truly love it. Like, I don't even know who I am. Like let's talk about time and like how many jobs I've had in the last 4 years. Since moving to Roseau, Minnesota, I've had 6 jobs. And I'm okay with it. Like, I try everything. I truly believe I can do anything. I do it. People think, oh, that's kind of egotistical. You think you're full of yourself. You're full of yourself. No, I'm not full of myself. I just don't limit myself to only one thing that I'm able to do, that I'm capable of doing. Like, I truly believe I can do anything. Like, if somebody goes, all right, you're going to be a brain surgeon, ready, set, go. Sure. Show me enough times what to do, then I start practicing on whatever, right? On, dead pigs that are, I got to practice on them to do whatever it is to save the hematoma from happening, right? Subdural hematoma, ready, go. But it doesn't matter what it is. Like, I believe I can do it. I believe that we all can do it. Like, we all are capable of anything. Like, that's why I keep changing jobs. It's like, I'm just going to try this. Let's try that. Let's try it. Like, I know I'm a little late to the game. Like, people are supposed to do what I'm doing. At least society says. People are supposed to be doing this in their early 20s or right after college. Like, taste everything, as Gary Vee would say. Like, just try a bunch of shit and see what you really enjoy. I think I enjoy trying it. Like, my enjoyment is just trying new things, doing new things, like challenging myself to understand new concepts, new skill sets, like right now, work for, it's called Raptor Performance Shocks or RPS suspension, right? Like, that's who I work for. And I have no business going in here and like actually doing what I'm doing, because I don't know what I'm doing. I just know that I can learn. I just am willing to try new shit. People aren't willing to do that. They stay in their comfort zone. Man, I live in the uncomfort zone. That's my gig. Like, that's my jam. I love the uncomfort. Like the shit that people don't like to do. Everything. Like, that's where I live. Somebody's like, oh, I hate to do this. They're like, wait, what? Why do you hate to do it? I'll do it. And that's the hard part for people. Me, I love it. I'll stay there all day. I will do the uncomfortable. I will try the uncomfortable. If I like it, I'll probably keep showing up. If I don't, fuck that. Like, I'll stop. I'll be done. Yep. And that's okay. Like, as soon as I've mastered it and kind of went, all right, I think I got this mostly figured out, like mostly enough for my awareness and my experience in life, I'll just stop showing up. And that's no offense to anybody. Like, that doesn't mean I don't like you anymore. It just means that something else has came into my awareness, existence. It's telling me go here, and I listen to that. I truly listen to my intuitiveness, if you will. I just do, because it's who I am, it's what I do. It's a lot of fun, right? It's just kind of too much fun to not listen to it. Like, if we don't have fun, what do we have? We don't, right? We don't have anything. Like, I gotta be challenged enough to be like, what am I doing here? And that's fun for me, really fun for me. So I challenge you, to whoever's listening, to get out there and try something new. Get out of your current patterns. Interrupt those damn patterns. Because right now, I'm creating new patterns. And I promise myself that I'm not going to like overshoot work. So I'm really like, because I go a different way to work right now. Like I could go around and that's the fast way or whatever way it is. But I'm going right now to work and I don't want to overshoot it. Like there's nobody on this road at all, but I don't want to overshoot it because I really want to pay attention. And like put the phone down, blah, 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 stop recording. But no, I'd still be talking out loud like this. Literally, I'd be like, okay, where am I? What am I doing? But that's the fun part of life, right? Like paying attention. You're paying your attention somewhere. And where your attention goes is where it feeds. Where your love goes is where it feeds. Right? Like, what are you feeding today? And I'm only talking to myself. Literally, I'm like, okay, what questions am I asking? What intentions am I doing? What do I need to get done today? What do I want to get done today? And what excites me the most is last night I went to bed and my heart was beating really hard. Not because I worked out, not because there's anything, it's because I was excited. I was like, yeah, how awesome is this that tomorrow is a new day. And tomorrow, like today, like right now, yes, it's a new job and it's exciting and who knows, it doesn't matter. Like even just the exception of today has not happened yet, and that is the fun part, right? That is the fun part. Doesn't matter if it's the same job, different job, every day is new, and play with that, right? Like really get down to the nitty-gritty of what that means for you. That is so fun. It's fun because sure, it's the same job you've had for the last 30 years, same job the last 2 years, same job the last 6 months, whatever. Same thing you're doing for the last however long. You have the power to change that and not do the same patterns as yesterday, right? That's what I was excited for last night. It was like this little this mentoring thing really woke that piece up. It was like, whoa, you can do whatever you want. Follow somebody else who has already done it. Somebody else has already done it. Like for some reason that I'm sitting here, on a pedestal going, yeah, I created their 365 watt journey and nobody else has created 365 workouts. They absolutely have, right? For me to think that is pretty egotistical. So that is, I think, what the purpose of this right now is. Like I can put these into something else, and like a ebook or a free something or a really low cost something, and that can then lead into something else and lead into something else, because I create value. Like I know that. I think I know that. I don't know that. Who knows? And I love it. But I create value. That's the fun part for me. And then in exchange, that's what you do. Like you say here, it's not a following, it's a conversion rate. It's something. What do I want to do? I want to serve people to the highest to my extent, right? I want to serve people. Ooh, right there's the sign. I've been looking for this sign. Right here's the sign. This is fun. Okay, cool. So there's the sign I look for. Shortly after this sign, then I turn. Fun. So, yeah. This has just been so enlightening to me. Like different experiences, not the same stuff. Even if it is the same stuff, you think it's the same stuff. Do something different. Do one thing different. Like instead of brushing your teeth first, like floss first. Or instead of putting your socks on, put your underwear on first. Like change something and you won't even believe how much your ego, you're being sitting there going, no, we don't do that first. Nope, we don't do that first. That would be completely challenged. And then you just keep going with that, right? Like keep going with it and do something else different every day. And that's so damn fun to me. Like do that. And then you'll see something like take a left turn somewhere, just random, and take a right turn somewhere just randomly. And that's okay. Like do that. Do all those things. And from that, you'll be amazed on what else happens. And maybe you won't, but the fun part for me is trying those different pieces. So I challenge you to do something different today. If you're listening to this, please consider sharing it with somebody who needs to hear it. Who knows, right? Like, or not. Like, this isn't a business for me, and it might be someday. And I just realized I have a headlight out. Son of a biscuit. That sucks so bad. It's the high beams work, but the low beams. Oh, man. I just put a battery in this truck yesterday. I replaced the headlight a few weeks ago, the new headlight, with one of the old headlights. That's the one that's working right now. And then this other headlight is the new set of headlights that I bought. This is just so crazy to me. It's just so crazy. So glad that I get to experience that. Man, it is so interesting, this life we live. Yeah. Headlight out. And to most people, like, oh well, but in this county, like, we have a highway patrol person. She likes to get after people at every second that you can, and this headlight it most likely won't, but it has the potential to get me pulled over, and I need to get that fixed, like, today. Son of a biscuit. So there's that. Listen to that. Like, that deflated me. Not only for a minute, and I'm not gonna let it. Because, oh well, it's a headlight. So I'm glad you're here to experience that. If you're listening, I appreciate it. That's what it's about, is just accepting what is. I can't change it, right? I can't change the fact that light went out. And I love it. Can't change the fact that I had to put this big, not expensive, yes it was a $192 battery in this pickup. I can't change that. I'm grateful that I was able to do it and not, like, hinder, something else, like food being on the table for my kids and my wife and, whatever. But yes. So have fun. And as always, if you're willing to change from the neck up, you will change from the neck down. I believe in you. Now it's your turn to start believing in yourself. Stay safe out there. Be blessed. Bye for now.